This is our second tutorial for first-person shooter, and in this one we're going to be looking at adding our gun 3D model to our first-person controller. So with your first-person asset folder that you have in your project window down the bottom here, we're going to open up the gun folder. In the gun folder you can see here that we have 3 different 3D models. They're all exactly the same. What I'm wanting to do is I do have one textured one here, and that's the one I'm going to use. I'm going to parent this, so I'm going to make this particular model the child to the first-person controller, and how I do that is I click and hold and drag it until it's selected blue, and I'm going to pop it onto this first-person character and I drop it. And you can see the indentation here. That means that that gun is now the child to that first-person character. It means that the child will follow around the parent, essentially, and do whatever the parent does. So that's how we want it to behave. Now, this is obviously quite big. I'm not really happy with the position on it, so I'm wanting to make some changes up in my inspector window. Just for the moment though, because I want to see it out of the first person controller eyes to make sure we're putting it in the right position, I'm going to just swap to game mode at the moment. I have not pressed play though, I'm just simply looking at my game window, and I'm now going to make some adjustments to my gun over in the position and the rotation and the scale. First of all, I'll start with scale. I'm going to change it to 0.05, 0.05, 0.05. Now you can see it's sitting at the bottom here, which I don't want to do, so I'm going to change the position around a little bit as well. So I might move it more in the middle here. I might then look at positioning it up, and then obviously I need to move it forward so we can see it a little bit better. Now the rotation, I want to rotate it not that way. I'm just experimenting here. I kind of want to rotate it a little bit so you can see it on the side. No, that's not the right one either. Maybe just a little bit to the side there. So if I was to go into game mode now, my gun should follow anything that my first person character does. Okay, so as you can see here, I can look around, which is good. I can also walk if I need to, which is fantastic. And that's exactly how I want it to behave. So that now you've added your gun to your first person controller.